TSR, back in the day when they did release D&D, they branched out. And not only working along with Avalon Hill, they wanted to do a bunch of little board games also to kind of capture that market. This is TSR's Knights of Camelot, the fantasy board game. It is made by TSR, and it's a board game for 2 to 6 players, age 12 to adult. And this was their version of a bookshelf game, board game, just like what Avalon Hill was doing. So when you take a look in the back, 1980, the legendary kings, knights, and ladies of ancient Britain come to life as players seek to become Knights of Camelot in the court of King Arthur. In this game for 2 to 6 players, each player's knights set forth on adventures where he may encounter dwarves, dragons, even evil knights and enchantresses, fair damsels in distress, pirates, brigands, hermits, Morgan Le Fay, and perhaps even Merlin himself. Your knight may be challenged to joust or be sent on a pilgrimage to Canterbury or Rome. Or King Arthur himself may find you worthy enough to be sent on a quest to the Holy Grail, where only the most virtuous of knights can succeed. But hark! The trumpets have sounded! The trumpet is about to begin! The tournament is about to begin! Your noble steed stands ready. Your keen lance is on the air. The sun glistens off your shining helmet, and you're ready to take your place in the Knights of Camelot. So, the one thing I do like about these old games is the artwork. Like this is just beautiful to me. This wasn't computer generated. Someone actually probably painted this in probably oil, but I would think maybe acrylic. So if you flip this open, here's like a random encounter sheet that goes along with the game. So when you're going through the trees, and here's like a quick cheat side of the book. This is the actual rules, and there's 32 pages in general, and it tells you how to run the game. So you get like a little adventure journal so you can keep track of your wounds. And then it tells you like all the list of adventures and quests that you can do. And it's classic, not that much art, lots of charts, lots of writing. And yeah, that's a good one. And then, like most of the games at the time, they all come out with like a little bit of cards. The cards were all just poked through on regular cardstock, and then you separate it by the colors. So you have ladies, what's the blue, kings, Knights of Camelot, and then you just make them into little decks. And then you have all your chits, and this is classic of the book style games. So it has everything in here, probably like rounds, monsters that you'd fight, ships. What's this? Oh, and that's Merlin or Morgan Le Fay. You can use that shit for either one. And then this is why these games are pretty awesome. This is the game board. To keep prices down, it's all it did was get printed on cardstock. Not even like an actual real board. But when you unfold it, I think the maps are actually quite gorgeous, really. And then you move your chits along here, and then on this one side of the map here has like the sequence of play, movement, encounters, castle, methods, combat, and then you just kind of move your guys around on the board. So yeah, if you're thinking about picking up a game like this, I'm not really sure what they're actually retail for at this time, but yeah, it's a gorgeous thing to have to your collection, and I hope you enjoyed what's inside this vintage box of a crazy TSR board game that was released long ago. Thanks.